Hope you're well. We're going to have a look at the BR182 Dispolok that come out in the new locomotive pack. So first up, I want to look at its scenarios. So we have the night crawler. We take a queue of 182s leaving from Wurzburg to travel north. Oh, it's kind of like a centipede. Gaining mass. Travel to Wurzburg and aid in delivering a heavy freight train that's bound for Fulda. And tunnel vision. Assist a freight train that has failed near Kirkham. All right then, let's jump back out of here and go back out to timetable. Choose our Dispolok friend again and Castle Wurzburg, which is where it lives. And it looks like these are lots and lots and lots of freights. I actually think that they're the usual ones. So I don't know if it's got any particular services of its own, but it looks like it can take any of them. The good news is there are a few in daylight, so you'll actually get to see it. So let's jump in. Actually, let's jump into the 7:30 one. No, let's jump into the lunchtime one. All right. Because you can't see it very well at night. You'll never get that screenshot again because the lightning's not going to hit near trains anymore. Sad face. So well done, Crazy Killer. All right, we are in our Dispolok 182. Let's look at the outside first up. We are yellow. Very, very yellow. We're being told to wait a moment. So, nice ad for Dispolok there. Very good. Do we really want to wait? Of course we do. We're good. What have we got on the back panel? What can we turn on up here? I can't remember the last time I actually drove a 182 was. There you go. Battery control switch, main switch. Where do we turn on PZB and things like that? Oh, there. PZB. Signal lights. Let's go for headlights. Brake selector P. That's fine. We've got nothing on it anyway. Don't see an LZB switch anywhere. Maybe it's at the back here. What are these? No. Let's go have a look. Let's drop him back into the cab out here. No switches that way. Ah, here we go. ZMS remote control. WTB. CFA. What's CFA? Do we have LZB? Yes. LZB isolation normal. PZB isolation normal. Alright, so we've got everything turned on now. Back up here into the cab. Just trying to think when I last drove a 182. There's probably an AFB switch down there, I'm guessing. Let's have a look. There we go. AFB. Maybe I should have turned the train on before I did that. We shall see, won't we? "52 kilometres away, huh? Bright lights. Lights on. Train brake. Let's release our brakes. Is there a brake key? No, it appears to be doing everything it needs to do all by itself. Okay. Now I think I probably need to turn AFB back off and on again because I turned it on when the train wasn't on. There we go. So it's like the one one of the ones you got to turn it on when the train's actually on. So let's put us up to, what are we allowed to do? That much. Okay. Throttle up. And we have a red signal coming up, so we should probably throttle off. And we'll have to acknowledge, or not. No, you don't have to acknowledge those ones. I keep forgetting that. So naturally we can't go terribly far. Just acknowledge CFA then. I probably should have let it play, shouldn't I? This, I would think, is LZB bringing us to a stop. That's why we didn't have to acknowledge, because I've got LZB on. I'm silly. Which also means I could have just left the throttle on. I won't crank it all the way up because we're only a light loco. So we can have another look outside now while we wait for something to happen there. So obviously it's LZB and AFB and things like that are working. Can't tell you if PZB is working, because if you've got LZB, you don't need to. Alright, off we go again. LZB's cranked up and we're on our way after the signal changed. I should probably put some tail lights on, shouldn't I? Can I reach that switch from here? This vehicle only, this vehicle only. Headlights and tail lights, there we are. Oh, we've got red lights on the back now, that's better. Because we are a light locomotive. And we have Sifa. Sifa is very quiet. And we can put our speed up to 100. 100 and more. More. There we go. Gratuitous bridge shot coming up. Here comes our little yellow sausage. I think Sifa might have been louder outside the train than inside. That's bizarre. But anyway, you've seen how to set this little beast up. So, pretty much all good. If you want to bring it to a stop, similar to that sort of thing, you can just drop your AFB to 0 and it will start bringing your speed down quite happily. And if you want to come to a stop quicker, you can just put your brakes on. And it uses the electric braking at first. We should see the brake cylinder pressure come up at some point when it gets near to stopped. There goes the brakes. On the physical brakes are now on. And just to get going again, same deal. Release the brakes and put your AFB back up where it belongs. That's if you're driving with AFB, of course. If you're not driving with AFB, just throttle up. Now we did interlock because I put the brakes on, so throttle to off and then throttle back to whatever position you want to have it at. And we're back in LZB mode, controlled by AFB. I can put my AFB up to the max now, because it won't go faster than LZB wants it to. And that's about all I wanted to show you anyway, as we plunge into the darkness of one of the many tunnels on Castle Wurzburg. Oop, outside the tunnel. I was hoping to give you an outside shot in the tunnel, but, you know, gauges are a little bright, aren't they? I don't know if we can crank those down. Sifa is very quiet. Well, you can crank them down, but a little hard to read. I'll pop that feedback in, I think. But anyway, that's about all I wanted to show you with the little 182 Dispolok. So it's just a new livery and a little bit of new scenario play on Castle Wurzburg. And I'm not actually sure if there's more services or not. It didn't really look like it, but it could be. But anyway, I haven't seen any light engine ones thinking about it before, so this one's definitely a new service. There you go. Alrighty, see you later. Thanks for watching. If you like this, give it a thumbs up and think about subscribing and clicking the little tinkly thing to get notifications of new content. Alright then, sorry for the hiccups. See you later.